Number 5. Tequila Joseph. Hola guapos, traje tequila. Nah, I'm just playing. Pillarman from JoJo Bizarre Adventure Part 2 Battle Tendency, being the characters Cars, AC/DC, Wham, and Santana, or by their censored names, Cars, AC/DC, Wamu, and Zanviento. Okay, I know this may seem a little odd, but these guys could be straight up Mexican. Using the translation from the official English JoJo manga by Viz Media, I found these pieces of information. Before we even meet the Pillarmen, the Stone Mask always had a connection to Mexico, specifically with Aztec tribes. From a couple of panels of Part 1 Phantom Blood and according to Zeppeli, the Stone Mask featured in that story originated from Mexico. In Battle Tendency, Mexico would once again be used as a location for numerous stone masks, where the first Pillarman was found, along with several carvings on the wall. The German Werthmacht Stroheim would later name this Pillarman Santana, given the location of their Mexican base. But what about the other three? Are they Hispanic? From what's available in source material, it seems the author Hirohiko Araki originally meant for the Pillarmen to be associated with the Aztecs, but later gave them a more ambiguous origin. For example, when Santana is defeated, the Speedwagon Foundation discovered that the Pillarmen would awaken in 2852. But according to the ancient Mexican calendar, that would be 1938, the same year the story took place. As Battle Tendency continues, the other Pillarmen were discovered hibernating in Rome, and upon Wham's awakening, spoke in Latin. But a few chapters later, it was revealed that they crossed the sea from Mexico, and had to enter Rome to search for the Stone of Asia. Thus, Wham speaking Latin may be the result of adapting to the country's language, similar to Santana in learning German, Spanish, or English when speaking to Stroheim. Seriously, what is the default language everyone is using in this Culture Mix series, especially in Stardust Crusaders? Anyways, so far this all points to the Pillarmen being from Mexico, or possibly an old piece of land that will later be called Mexico. However, towards the very end of the story, during Car's flashback of his race, it explained the Pillarmen living underground. But where exactly? What part of the world did they choose as their home? This flashback does verify the Pillarmen being a very old civilization, but primitive humans did exist at that time. Based on the information that I found, and unless I missed something, more than likely any involvement with the Aztecs and the Stone Mask was a result of Car's experimentation. It's vague whether Cars created the Aztecs or if the Aztecs already existed when Cars started to give away Stone Masks, but it's pretty clear that the Pillarmen have roots with Mexico. Admittedly, in terms of visuals, there's nothing really Hispanic about them, other than their brown skin. Even their theme music titled Awake is far from being Mexican and has more in common with Middle Eastern countries, but if you continue to listen to their theme, it starts incorporating electric guitars and some gangsta rap shouts. I picture Lil Jon and DMX whenever the song starts saying, "What?" and "Holla at your boy." Now that I got the Mexican explanation out of the way, who are the Pillarmen? These characters are the main villains of Part 2, with the leader Cars being responsible for the creation of the Stone Mask, which can turn humans into vampires. The original purpose of the Stone Mask was for Cars to achieve perfection, the ultimate life form. AC/DC, Wham, and Santana serve Cars, with Wham bearing the most loyalty. These men nearly annihilated their enemies, the Ripple Masters or Hamon Masters, but like a vampire had to hibernate for a couple of thousand years, which explains why they haven't obtained perfection yet and why Ripple Masters still exist. Out of the four, Wham is easily the fan favorite, with Cars being the close second. Wham tends to be respected among JoJo fans for bringing the quotes, "Awaken my masters," but also for his honorable warrior spirit, which is why he gets away with killing the main character, while everyone hates Cars when he tries to do the same thing. In short, Cars is ruthless and gets shit done, which provides an interesting contrast between master and servant, and objective over honor. AC/DC behaves a bit of a middle ground between the two characters. Meanwhile, Santana is just a run of the litter, just to offer a sneak peek on the strength of the higher ranked Pillarmen. In short, if you haven't seen JoJo yet, which I doubt, a great chunk of Part 2's appeal are these villains, whom are both warriors and monsters. A while ago, Viz Media confirmed releasing JoJo on Blu-ray, but there's been disputes between Viz Media and Warner Brothers, who previously released the anime on DVD and dubbed the series. So maybe by the time you watch this video, there'll be some sort of update. But until then, here's the dub.
Mortality can be boring at times. To encounter a worthy opponent, a gift that would give our lives meaning. Let's go!
Train long and hard, JoJo, so you can challenge my divine sandstorm!